Hello everyone, this is Ronnie, and I'm coming to you with a video today. A lot of people have asked me, especially on Instagram, if you go over to Heart Pickers Instagram, I would show it and link it in here, but the problem is it shows a lot of personal information. But if you go to PayPal and you go to your reports, it could show you what you took in into your PayPal account during the calendar year. And what ours was for eBay, and this also includes a lot of private deals. There's two guys that we send a lot of stuff to privately, I guess like wholesaling, I guess in a way. They're both overseas. One's in Australia and one's in Spain. And there's another guy that's in France, but we don't send as much stuff to him anymore. But with that being said, there's I think like 30 people that we have like on an email list, and depending on certain things I find, I send it to them. So I can go around eBay. Like I'm kind of always trying to prepare for, like, if something was to happen to eBay, could we survive without eBay? And this was like a little thing that we've just built up over 7 years, 8 years doing this. We had a lady one time, we just sold Legos to in Japan. We sent stuff here to a PO box in California, and then from there she would get it. It was kind of crazy. But I'm gonna break down some numbers. But if you've seen the numbers, it was 161,648, and then I included our other two highest. I didn't even think about Poshmark. Thinking about it now, but we didn't sell much on Poshmark. Poshmark was kind of light. I think we sold like 20 items over there. So it was kind of late. But Amazon was 4,800, which only 43% of that was profit. Fees gobbled up a lot of that, and cost of goods and stuff like that. It was kind of crazy what you really, and that was like thrifted stuff. I didn't find anything from like retail arbitrage. So those retail arbitrage cats, that profit margin must be slim. And then we made $1,438 off of YouTube, which I didn't make a video for like 4 months at one point. Over the summer, our eBay account, I didn't list for like 3 weeks at one time. But we're always buying or selling something. I kind of take little breaks off in the summer. This year, a goal for 2020 is just to not take any breaks, just attack this whole year. Goal for this year is 250, and that's mainly eBay. Like, we're gonna push eBay a lot harder, and then we have our private stuff that we do. But two of our biggest guys, after that hat haul I had a few weeks back, both of them have been a little sketchy of lately, because they usually would buy at around 50 to 70% of eBay prices. And I was fine with that on some things. A lot of it was vintage stuff. A lot of it is stuff that I didn't even want to sell on eBay. I know I could find it at the thrift store, like crew neck sweaters. It's a lot of vintage stuff. I don't come across it as much. I see it, I find it. But some of their prices over the last month to 6 weeks have been very less. And I don't know if it was just the time of season. These guys used to gobble up like champion jerseys and stuff like that. Those hats, I couldn't get them above $300 for the hats. And as you both know, I sold two hats of 28 of them for over 300. Like, one was 200 and one was 120. So it didn't make any sense for me. I knew what I had, and it didn't make any sense. Like, I was like, come on, guys, you guys are really killing me on this. I know one goes from Australia now. I think he's going to Indonesia somewhere, and he's getting stuff from a rag house, or there's somewhere he's going over there and getting stuff, so he can get stuff for a lot cheaper price. Good for him. I can't compete, and because I'm not a bins guy, and the other guy, I think, has gotten a few different people down the line, and maybe they're getting stuff at the bins. Our average price of goods is almost $10, but our average sale price is overall off about $70 on eBay, give or take a few dollars. right in that picture. But we did sell 1,948 items on our average price through PayPal. So this includes a lot of private sales. So sometimes private sales could be 20 items for $800. So it's going to jump that up to $83 per sale. But technically on eBay, it's $70 right in that neighborhood, which is a nice neighborhood. We do sell a lot of junk, a lot of cheaper stuff. I don't mean junk, but the golf shirts, stuff like that. The stuff just sells if you find it the right stuff. But anyway, we got into Amazon and YouTube right there. Now we'll break down some of the things. Shipping costs of that was $19,148. United States Postal Service. I feel like I'm getting gypped over here. I should feel a little bit more loved. That I could tell you for sure. eBay fees. eBay fees, $11,452. Like, I ain't even including cents at this point because it just seems crazy. PayPal fees, $4,312. Isn't that crazy? To process cards, $4,300. Like, I look at it and I probably see it every year, but this is our most we've ever done gross sales. Pretty close. We had one other year which we were pretty up high here, and I'd have to go back to our books. I've been feeling sick lately. I'm fighting a sinus infection, and when I fight something, I take it personal with sickness. Like getting sick, I take it personal, like to the extreme. Like, yeah, I'm taking it personal. And then there was approximately $23,552 for cost of goods. So up there for sure. For some reason, I did not subtract anything here. Don't know why. But anyway, going by that, I'm gonna say I'm in the 30, 53, probably about $100,000, 105 profit somewhat. Which, there's a lot more write-offs that we're not including here. And I'm not a CPA. I don't preach to be one. But as you all know, you don't stop just at that. You can write off vehicles, mileage, one or the other. You can't write off both. But you depend on how many miles you put on. It's 65, 63 cents a mile, 62 and a half. It changes every year. I really haven't looked at it this year. Most of the time, I write off my vehicle. I have a Chevy Suburban 2016, and when we first got it, because I use it mostly 90% for business, there was a huge write-off of. It was a good chunk of write-off because you buying a vehicle, it was like $10,000. So, and then every year you write off depreciation, you have your repairs and stuff like that, and payments, car insurance, So I didn't really put much down on the vehicle because we had a really good interest rate of, what was it? I think it was either 4.9% or 5.2%, but it was pretty low. So it didn't really make any sense to put money down because I can make more money on that profit of that down payment. That money's going to go a lot further with me. But this taxes, I owe taxes. As of right now, it's showing I owe $33,000 in taxes, which is absurd. I'm not going to pay that much. But usually, just to give you an idea, we usually do pay somewhere between 5 to 10 in that range. Go figure. It is what it is. Government wants their money. You're making a profit on your business. Thing is to write off as much as possible as you can within legal limits. Unless you're like, I have a feeling next year, because I want to get a house, I'm going to have to figure out some things, me and my wife, because we have our Dominican apartment. And we have a goal possibly to buy another place in Punta Cana now. Looking into it, maybe like a house or something, a freestanding house, casa. But yeah, it's kind of crazy when you think about it. But we'd like to buy a place here too, and hopefully the rates are good, but the house prices are absurd. Like right now would be a terrible time to buy a house or investment. So hopefully the market will slide off a little bit, but I have to kind of either up my, because I pay myself weekly, up my pay enough and stuff like that. I haven't figured out even that into this year. I haven't done a lot of the paperwork. Maybe I'll come through around the tax time and actually break down a lot more of this to give you an idea. But I'm not a tax professional. I'm not a CPA. If you're in this business and you're making any kind of money, see a tax professional. Get somebody that knows what they're doing to help you, so on and so forth. We have somebody, and they do really well. They work with a lot of other businesses. We're probably the smallest business, I want to say. They deal with an Amazon seller that literally does, I want to say he does like $5 million a year in sales. I think he has 2 warehouses. He actually has employees working for him, sourcing and stuff like that. It's absolutely crazy when I think of the business he has, and he's been doing it since like Amazon was a baby. Like when people didn't even know there was, YouTube was like, small, but I had lunch with the guy and talked to the guy one day just because I was curious, and but that business is not for me. I love eBay. eBay's where it's at. So that's just some of the things. Our cost of goods for our eBay sales are right around 9. Okay, I don't know where it got it is. It's 9 something. It's in like the mid 9s, 9. So I thought it was 938, but I could be wrong. So, but our average sale price is like $70. So it's a good thing. We charge shipping, everything. I think we lost like $400 on shipping, but a lot of that has to do with a lot of the deals we sell out to people. Some of them I don't charge shipping. It's like we have a gross number in general, and a lot of that stuff gets sent out. But I'm actually getting away from that. I'm gonna list a lot more of this stuff. I can't sell stuff to people to where I'm not making as much as I want. Another instance, it was like I picked up a Jordan jersey because I thought one of them would want it, and they were offering me the same price that I paid for. I paid up for it. I paid $15, and the comps are being like high end 50-ish. It's a Washington one. Don't buy the Washington champion jerseys, like unless you're into it really cheaper, but not 15. But anyway, they were offering me like 12 to 15, and I'm like, dude, can't do this. I think they both have shop. One of them I know has a shop somewhere. I'd have to look it up exactly. I could find you the Instagram if you want to see it. I think you'd be probably okay with it. But it's like one of these round 2 kind of things, and it's kind of cool. But there's only so much stuff they can have. They bought from us in the past. We used to sell to them a lot, but I think I'm done. One guy we sold, I have it right here because you can go and see your top people that bought from you. The one guy we sold actually $20,715 to, and the other guy was $9,747. So that's nice, but I'm not probably going to have that this coming year. At some point, I'm done and moving on from that. It's just not going to work for me. The people we have that say, hey, you find a English bespoke suit, or they want shoes or ties. One guy, everything English, he wants to know about it, and we have like a certain particular in size. But the problem is trying to remember sometimes that this guy is looking for this or this guy is looking for that can be a pain in the butt. There's another guy that likes any Hickey Freeman suit and Brooks Brothers. and Hart Schaffner marks. He's an American shoot guy, I guess, but he doesn't like Oxford. I don't know. I don't get it. But if we find certain suits in his size, he almost buys them almost all the time. He goes through a lot of suits, I guess. That's all he buys from us. So if I see something, I know it's his size, I'll remember it. I have a file on my phone to where I save some of this stuff. So we're out because I won't pick it up sometimes. But if I know I might be able to sell it to somebody and move it in a quick fashion, it's not actually that bad. But I do this mostly all on my own too. My wife occasionally helps me, but she works for JetBlue, and I really should use her JetBlue benefits because I can fly anywhere I want for free. I know how to go in the computer, set my times, and go. You know, you're on standby, but because you're, I can see like a day if I really wanted to do it. I could go a day before, check out how full the plane is, and be like, oh, it's only 60% full. There's going to be seats available. You know, I can go and pick somewhere to go, and most of them I can have the whole aisle to myself and just chill out. You know, it's kind of cool. I like it. But you know, Amazon is probably, I'm not gonna mess with Amazon as much. Amazon was really light this year. It went from like I think a few years ago it was 50,000 to 20,000 to 5,000. Next year is probably gonna be like one. You know, I really don't want to mess with Amazon that much unless I find something that I think I can sell over there and make it over there. But more and more categories are getting gated, and it's just becoming more of a pain in the butt for me to be over there, and it's not something I really enjoy. We've been on multiple listings over the years where we were the only seller. We found a specific replenishable, and we're selling it for a month or two, making a few $1,000s on that item. And all of a sudden Amazon comes in, undercuts us, and just plops right in there. They're using you for sourcing, technically. Like, they don't give two shits. They see something selling, they see something moving, they find out how they can get a hold of it, how they can dive in on it, and just force you out in a way. And then they'll restrict the category or restrict the item. It's like, what do you mean? I was the only person selling this, and then you come in and then you restrict me. So I don't know if they get like rights to that item or what they're doing, but I find that shady as F. Trying to keep it kid friendly in 2020. I'm not going to go after anybody. I'm going to be nice. Going to be the friendly picker this year. I really hope to. Scouts honor. Scouts honor. I'm going to keep it good this year. I promise. But I think I covered really everything. So, I mean, it's a lot of work. And I'll break this down again because there's a lot of things. A lot of people throwing numbers around, but, you know, they break it down only cost of goods, fees, and that's it. But we all know there's a lot more on top of that that comes off, which is a good thing. Trust me. It's a good thing. You want to pay the tax man as little as possible. I've never gotten money back. I don't know how people can get money back and run a business. I don't know. That's something don't seem right with me. It sits right with me with that. But hey, I want to keep our goals. Try to get to 200, 250. Try to increase YouTube. I enjoy YouTube as long as YouTube not being the drama written place of this back and forth little childish crap that has happened every so often. You got somebody over here, somebody over here, and then you get dragged into it because you're friends with so and so or this or that. Jealousy is like a bunch of jealousy is a bitch. Like, people get mad. Like, people's channels get big. People get mad. You hear them butt hurt. It's kind of funny in a way. It's comical. But if you meet me in real life, and a lot of people have, I'm the same person that you see right here. Nothing's different about me. Anybody that's ever met me would tell you, if you were at the Reseller rally, I'm the same guy that you see on these channels. I'm the same person in person. I'm the same person in person. Does that make sense? And I can vouch for a lot of other people too that I met and that I've been like Golden Finger Picker, Pete. I met Lonnie. I met John, Cincinnati Picker, Garage Flips. I mean, these are all genuine people. They're the same people. The same people I see on the screen and cutting it up and being like the same people when you meet them in live and you hang out with them. Tanya Thrifting Treasures. I mean, she's a sweetheart. These are just the same exact people. Deb Pincing Pesos. I mean, and then there's people that you realize are just like shady as F. They're not the same thing that they portray on the screen. But man, we're getting off on a tangent that I don't want to be on. But with that being said, if you guys are still watching me, give me a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. Maybe put down below maybe what your goals are for 2020. And also, check out Pete's channel, Craigslist Hunter. He had a big auction that ran the other day. The auction did not go as planned. A lot of scumbags jumped on there, dropped the bidding up high. And it was out to help somebody that was in need. So there's a GoFundMe set up for that situation. I donated. I suggest anybody else, if you could donate it, I'll probably drop the link down below. And there's also going to be an auction for the wildfires over in Australia, and that's going to be done. I want to make sure I get that channel right. I talked to them a few different times. Really cool and fun and interesting people. I really enjoy the content they're putting out. It's actually fun to see people from other places like UK. You see a lot of Australians now on here. It's really fun. But 2 Aussie thrifters are putting on a little charity auction thing. It's going to be on Saturday at 4:30 Eastern time. I believe it's Eastern time, but should be fun to watch. I believe that's going to be run by Dwayne Mothership Products. I'm not sure 100% of what channel that's going to be on. I'm going to have to figure it out. But I'm going to have that link. I'll figure that out before I post this video. But anyway, go check out those things. There's always people in need and just things that are in, there's always some way that we can help. It's a community, and we're here to help situations and help move forward with everything. But like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Let's have a great 2020. See you later. Bye.